So, for the longest time, I saw myself as quite a night owl. I struggled to get up early, and I actually found it very easy to stay up late. Often found this was where I was at my most productive. And when I sort of enjoyed, I think it's, in a sense, the most enjoyable part of the day, that kind of evening time. No one's there to bother you, you can just get on with your stuff. And a lot of people say this all the time, don't they? Like, oh, I'm a night owl, I am more sceptical now about it. Because the past few nights, for various reasons, I've had to get up quite early. When I say quite early, I mean like 9 o'clock. So nothing ridiculous. But it's been really interesting to me because that is when you're not used to waking up when the sun, properly in the morning, it's just so nice. You just to be able to experience the day as the sun's rising, and then you see the sun setting, and that's kind of the time you go to bed. I don't care how much of a night owl I feel like. That is such a kick. I think if you see yourself as a bit of a night owl, you don't like going to bed early, you don't like waking up early, I really recommend to try it, because is there some element of genetics that determines your what time you want to get up, your sort of ability to get up early, stuff like that? Yeah, I would say so, probably. But it doesn't mean that you're somehow immune to getting up early. And I know people can be productive late at night. Like right across the board, very successful people find that they're most productive late at night. I'm not disagreeing with any of that at all, but there is something to say for getting up in the morning. This is coming from someone who is really a bona fide night owl. I really love staying up late, not necessarily partying, although that's fun as well, but just I like staying up late into the night, working, quite frankly, or just relaxing. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's my sort of hours. I really love doing that. But even I can just see there's just something fucking weird about getting up in the morning, being in tune with the movement of the sun, and there's just something very somber about waking up later in the day, 10 o'clock, 11, 12, maybe even later. And it doesn't really matter. It's not a case of lying in, even if you are, it's not a case of lying in, even if you've slept 8 hours and you wake up at 12, so you haven't literally lost any time at all, but even if you slept 8 hours, I just think there is a sort of, I don't know how to say it, but a certain self-loathing that you get. You don't feel as good, and it's not about, like I said, it's not about the hours you've slept. You might well have slept the exact same amount of time as someone who's woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But there's just something it does to you. Waking up at that time, it just is negative, and I guess it's the that you're out of sync with the sun. So, yeah, I just recommend people to try waking up early in the morning, I would say. I'll talk a bit about how to do it as well, because if you're a night owl, naturally, you need to do it properly. And it's not enough just to set your alarm for 7 o'clock, because if you want to really get what waking up early is all about, you have to wake up feeling refreshed. You have to wake up feeling like you've got really good quality sleep. Like you would if you woke up at a more natural waking time for you, like midday, or for some people, or whatever it is. So the only way to do this is just to go to bed too early, like way too early, that it feels maybe a bit weird, you know. So get yourself worn out that day. You know, if you go to the gym, that's a good way. Just do a really intense workout for maybe 2 hours. Go on a run, whatever it is. Just get yourself really physically tired. And then I would say about 9 o'clock, retreat to your room and have maybe one like bedside lights on or something, and just chill in your room for an hour, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And what you'll notice is your body will just get really tired, because again, I don't really know much of the science, but the idea is if your body's deprived of light, then it will just produce melatonin. Is it melatonin? I think it's melatonin, which is responsible for your sleep, right? And then, yeah, chill, read, listen to a podcast. You don't have to do anything particularly puritanical. Just make time to relax and unwind. And what you'll probably find is by 10 o'clock, you'll actually be really sleepy. So it'll probably take a bit of practice to try it. But I've found from doing this kind of thing is that about an hour in, I'm actually ready to go to bed. And then I'll actually sleep fantastically well, to the point that I'll wake up at wherever it is. If it's 10 o'clock, probably about 7. If you're a night owl, you probably want to try something more less extreme, like maybe 12 o'clock, go to sleep or something like that. But yeah, and you just wake up well rested and it's early in the morning. And if you're anything like me, it'll probably be one of the first times in your life that you've ever felt that before. Because for the longest time for me, it's been like either wake up late, having had enough sleep, or wake up early, which is nice because it's early, but then I just feel like shit. I'm not as focused, not as energetic throughout the day. And I can't put into words how nice it feels to have both, to both wake up early and be fully rested. So that's something I recommend.